Good morning, everyone. Um, Shout out to Chantel Simone. She just put up a clip of women, complain about their dating options because of quote unquote red pill men. But it's not the men. It, it every once in a while it could be the men, but most of the time it's on the women disqualifying themselves. Again, shout out to Chantel Simone. Let's get into this.
That you do in your life is go to work and date. You are dating as if your life depends on it. But when you pour into yourself, when you start being an active participant in your own life, when you start pouring into your own hobbies, join a running club, join a book club, start knitting, start going out more. I don't know. I don't care. Whatever it is that you have to do to fill up your own life with experiences that make you feel happy and make you feel fulfilled, then dating becomes a lot more enjoyable. Like, picture like you're at a steakhouse. You are the steak, okay? You're the steak. Your hobbies
What?
are the sides, okay? Make the mashed potatoes, the green beans, all of that, whatever. Those are the sides. And then dating can just be the little garnish on top of the steak, okay? Do you see what I'm saying? If you start
What is
actually
she
living
talking
your life and
about?
enjoying your life, then dating is just something that adds
What are you
happiness to it.
talking
So instead
about?
of having all of this extra focus and extra attention on what's happening or what's not happening and why is he not calling and why is he not texting and why won't he commit to me, you won't have time to think about that if you have a life of your own.
If you're gonna do that, might as well just buy a dog from now. Oh my god! Shout out to Kevin Samuels. Buy a dog and die alone. The thing is, to say you are the state and your hobby is the side and then dating is a little garnish, were they keeping that energy when they were going to school? No. Were they keeping that energy when they go out and learn how to do their makeup and lace their wigs? But when it comes to dating, when it comes to the man who's supposed to pick them up, provide, protect, lead, and teach, when it comes to the man that they're supposed to reproduce with, when it comes to the man that they're supposed to build a family with, he's just a little garnish on the side. And y'all wonder why dating is difficult. It's because y'all selfish.
I said what I said.
Y'all don't want to put in any effort into dating. A man is supposed to treat you as the steak. Meanwhile, he's a little garnish thing that he can do without. Like, are you stupid? And a man is supposed to hear this and take you up. And a lot of y'all come with so much baggage already. Like, come on, sis, be for real. Use your common sense. How are you gonna approach dating like it's garnish? Like, who the hell put garnish on steak anyways? What the hell is a garnish?
Come on, man. You know no better than that as a cool person. Come on, man.
Come on, no. You see, logic like this piss me off because there's no logic to it. If dating is so important,
no logic
treat
to
it
it.
as if it is the steak. But this is how they end up 40, 50.
No logic
still waiting on God
whatsoever.
to send them their man. That 83-year-old woman that was talking about, oh, I'm still waiting on God to send me my man. Like, sis, come on.
Stop it.
Get some help.
But when dating is like the only thing that you have going on, then anything that happens in your dating life feels like it is life changing. It feels like nothing in your life is working out because this dating thing is not working out. But that's not the reality. If you pour into the rest of your life, then you will start to feel a lot better and a lot lighter, and you can actually enjoy dating instead of it feeling like such a disappointing chore. Just try it for a month and let me know how you feel.
And it's always the single women who are giving dating advice on TikTok when it's like, okay, was it successful for you? The only kind of man who will pick them up are the Sims. And don't get me wrong, there's some truth to what she's saying. Maintain your hobbies. Maintain your lifestyle. Yeah, do what you like to do. Don't pause life because of dating. But at the same time, use the same sense of urgency that you used in school. When you were in school studying, you were still able to maintain your hobbies and you were able to balance those two. So what is it about dating why you're just so fool why you can't balance dating and hobbies at the same time?
Can we just talk about how annoying it is to date as an attractive woman? Like, I don't know how it is for y'all, but I do a lot of things, okay? I model, I work, I have a couple of jobs, I do this, I do that, I do everything, right? So I'm always meeting people, I'm always seeing new people. I've noticed that a lot of people just want to experience me. Like they'll think that they want to I don't even know if they think that. They just want to experience me. I'm starting to see what people mean when they say date people who like you, because I have recently, ran into a couple people who actually like me. They actually want to be around me, and they make that very known. They communicate. They consider me with things that's they have going on. If they know they're gonna be busy, they'll hit me up. Hey, I'm gonna be doing this from this time to this time, or a couple hours, whatever. Date people who like you. And if you get the feeling that somebody doesn't like you, they probably don't like you. And then you can also like a person but not want to be with them. And I feel like that's what happens a lot with me. People like me, they like my personality, they like how I look, they like the thought of me. But as far as long term, I don't think that they're ready for that, because I'm not an easy person to please. Anyways, I ain't gonna get into all of that. What I came to say is, it's hard. It's hard. The streets. I ain't even in the streets, y'all. I just wanna find my person. That's it. That's hard. It's just I'm tired of being lusted after. That's really. I'm tired of that.
Oh my gosh, y'all. First of all, it has nothing to do with your looks, then, sis. It is you being a difficult person, as you can admit that you are a hard person to please. So people might be attracted to you physically, but once they get to know you, they're like, nah, the juice is not worth the squeeze. And when she was like, people just want to experience her mentioning she's a model, I can only imagine.
She belongs to the streets.
Go hell do.
So of course
She
that's why
belong to
people
the
just want to
streets.
experience you. But I love how she complained about something, discovered the solution, and then still continue to complain about the same thing in the one video. Can you imagine what it's like dating her?
Okay, y'all, so let me put y'all up on some shit. I don't know, it's so hard for me to date. It seemed okay, I've been in a relationship for a whole lot of years. I don't even remember the amount, but too many for me. But I don't know how to date. When I meet people, I talk to people, here and there, it's hard for me to link up with somebody. You know what I mean? It gives me, even if I do link up with you, it still be hard for me to have sex with you, or get on that type of level, because I don't like kissing. Don't put your lips on me.
What?
I don't know, it depends.
What?
I'm say tongue kissing. Then I don't like tongue kiss. You give me a little peg, can be cool, but I still don't like kissing because I don't like kissing people. But it's so hard for me to vibe.
Ma'am,
what
you
can
was
I do
weird.
to, vibe with somebody? I meet a lot of good men.
You was
stuff
weird.
Like that, but I just be. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I be. They say I don't communicate right.
You
I
don't.
don't know how to text back. I don't know how to call and check in. Baby, it's just too much. I talk to you when I talk to you. That's just the vibe that I'm giving right now. But I'm trying to get up out that phase. Help me. If y'all know what the fuck I mean, help me. Help me.
Your problem is you want to date, but you got a wall up.
There's something to be said for living in the moment, but there's something magical about making it last. Look at life.
Yeah, she definitely don't know how to communicate. I used to work at a daycare, and listening to her articulate herself reminded me of a few of those 4-year-olds. But she is way too old to be, one, not knowing how to be in a relationship, and two, coming on TikTok, what exactly were you saying, sis? What exactly is the point of this video?
And I'm only gonna say this one time. Date somebody who actually likes you. And I'm not talking about, they think you look good or they think you cute. Date somebody who likes you, who actually wants to be with you. I was having a talk with my man, and we was talking about why so many people are single and why so many people are happier or claim to be happier single. And it's because y'all don't want to put the work in. Okay, yeah, there are some people that you're not going to be able to get it right with. Yes, that is true. That is a small percentage of people. But at the end of the day, you have to work with the person that you want to be with. It's not going to be all rainbows and butterflies every single day. You got to be with somebody that you respect enough to let them correct you.
Straight up.
You got to be with somebody you care enough about to correct your own flaws, to be able to look in the mirror and say, okay, yes, I do have a flaw, but I'm willing to fix that to be with my partner and make this work. You got to be with somebody that you value enough to actually communicate with them properly. Actually listen to your partner, hear what they're saying, understand it, and figure out, come to an agreement, compromise of how y'all can work to make things better. Said all this to say, your partner gonna come with some shit. It's up to y'all two to love each other enough, value each other enough, respect each other enough to want to make it work. Your partner gonna come with some shit. Don't get me wrong. It's gonna be some work, but you gotta want to be with the person that you're in a relationship with. That's the only way that it's gonna work. So saying that you are happier single because this is stressful or that's stressful or it's too much work, you're right. A relationship is work. A marriage is work. But if you want to be with the person, you think about that end goal and where y'all trying to be, and you figure it out. You make it work. Don't sit up here and leave Tyrone because he put the milk in the bowl before the cereal, and then go be with Jerry, and now you don't like Jerry because he like ketchup on his tacos. It's going to be some work. You're going to have to compromise. You're going to have to communicate. You got to want to be with the person that you are in a relationship with.
She ain't spit nothing but
It's not
truth
hard.
right
It's
here.
very simple. You just got to want it.
Shout out to those of us who poured the milk before the cereal. Yes. But she's not lying. She mentioned two things: compromising and taking accountability. And most women, if it's one thing we know, they don't want to do those two things because they are unable. So why would they compromise? And taking accountability is always there. But what about men? They do it too. Castle.
Dating is hard nowadays because it's so hard to tell whether or not a person is actually there for you. And it doesn't help that we live in a day and age of social media and dating apps and all that, because it gives people the illusion that good people are replaceable. So it doesn't matter how much of a beautiful person you are, your character, things like that. Somebody will get with you and recognize all these good things in you, but they'll think, oh, but all I gotta do is go on Instagram, all I gotta do is go on Snapchat, and I can get another one of you. And then when they go and do that and they see that you're actually not replaceable, and then it's like, oh wait, let's get back together. And like, no. I just feel like people don't value that connection, and also because we have these like artificial forms of human connection like social media and all these things, that the in-person and the like genuine deep connection, it just gets pushed to the side because it's like, oh well, I have a Snapchat streak with this person, or me and this person send memes all day, so that's a connection. But really it's not. Like, there is a version of human connection that is 10 times deeper and 10 times more intimate than what we're getting ourselves used to on our phones.
Yeah, there are some truths to what she's saying. However, I would disagree and say dating is hard because a lot of women think that they're a good woman. A lot of women feel, almost every woman, 99.99% of women feel as though they are a good woman, and if a man not checking with them, then it's because he has options on social media or he's on the dating apps, and they refuse to look in the mirror and say, wait, is he not checking for me because of me? Because a lot of times when a man finds a good woman, he sticks with a good woman. So if there's no man sticking with you, hint, sis,
Use your common sense.
I got a lot of comments like this in response to my other video, that men are also struggling in dating, but they just take their L's in peace, or they don't feel like there's a safe space to voice the struggles that they're having. And personally speaking, I wish men did feel more comfortable with sharing out and saying their struggles, because it does at times feel like it's a little one-sided. But after reading all of y'all comments, I know that it's not, and I know that some of y'all are struggling too. You just don't talk about it, or you don't feel comfortable, or that it's a safe space to talk about it. But I'm here to tell you, this is a safe space. I want to hear your stories, because I want to feel like we not alone in this dating pool that sometimes sucks, and sometimes, you know, like, it's good to know that it's not one-sided.
no, the issue is when men talk about it, they get called gay, they get called sassy, they get
Talk
called
about
all these things,
Chantel.
and
Man, this is some bullshit.
I think that men and women are getting to the point where we're almost incompatible. I'm being so serious, it's not funny. I think we're getting to the point where we're almost incompatible. And it's not because we're naturally like that. It's because we've been socialized and conditioned to
No, it's because the women are the problem. Then
be complete polar opposites. Like, the patriarchy has created and perpetuated this belief that men are the logical ones, men don't have feelings. If they do show feelings, then it makes them a sissy and it makes them weird. And men have to have multiple partners. They can't be satisfied with just one woman. And if you're not going to give it to him, then he has no biological choice but to get it from somewhere else. We've all heard the story. We know how it goes. Then we have women being raised to be the exact opposite, to be the emotional, the nurture one. You're not supposed to be heard. You're only supposed to be seen. And if you're talking too much or being too loud or too boisterous, it's masculine. Like, that whole thing, even though we all realize that that's not true, it is what has been being like shown to us for forever. And as much progress as the world has made, it's still very much like a prevalent issue, especially in the black community, especially for black men. I can't tell you how many times I've seen it in my own family with my own black nephews and cousins, or I've listened to the experiences of my black male romantic partners or my black male friends, and they will tell you themselves, they're growing up, they were told that you having all these emotions, having all these feelings and stuff, it makes you look like a sissy. It makes you weird. You hanging out with all
Unfortunately,
these women, literally,
that's
they will get told that you sitting up under too many
true.
women, he's gonna turn out fruity. Stuff like that is still very much happening. So we have men growing up being told that they are not supposed to have any sort of feelings, and then we all.
But here's the thing: this woman's not emphasizing. There's a time for a boy to be up under his mom, and there's a time for a boy to be up under his dad.
All of a sudden want them to be equipped to handle a long-term romantic partnership.
You see how she tried to manipulate and twist the truth? Because yes, 100% true. You have a young boy sitting up under all these women, of course he's going to turn out being a little, feminine.
I said what I said.
Not saying men can't have feelings, they don't express their feelings like how women express their feelings. She is trying to create a simp to pick her up and her baggage and her wig.
Oh my God.
But what she's trying to do is to shame men into, yeah, you should have feelings. Yeah, you should tap into your feelings, because you know that a man who is overly emotional is a man who will pick up her baggage.
With a woman who was told that she's supposed to have all the feelings, and this is not a man hate video at all. I promise. I'm not bashing y'all in the least bit. I sympathize with you because it's
lies.
It's what's the word I'm looking for? It's almost impossible for them to be raised one way, and then as soon as you grow up and you get of the age where you want to be in a marriage, all of a sudden everyone is asking for you to be emotionally available and for you to open up and talk about your feelings. They've never had to do that before. Of course they have a hard time doing it. Then the ones who do learn how to do it and are not so stuck in those rigid, hyper masculine roles are often met with rejection from the women that they're dating, because the women that you're dating have also been told for their whole lives that men are supposed to be strong and masculine and they're not supposed to have feelings. So yeah, you may have unlearned it yourself, and now you are comfortable crying in front of people and you're comfortable showing your emotions. But you give it the woman who is like, hold on, why are you crying? That's weird. That's a turn off. So it's like they're damned if they do and they're damned if they don't. If they don't show any emotions and they're not emotionally available, if they show too many and then they look like a sissy, it's an impossible spot to be in. Then on the other hand, we have women. When we are anything but super feminine, and when they say feminine, they really just mean docile and quiet and passive, letting anything happen, then we get called masculine. Or you know too much for your own good. You're too smart for your own good. I literally had a woman in my comments yesterday say that a man stopped talking to her and told her she's too smart for her own good. She need to be quiet more. Look, we've literally been raised to be exact opposites, and then we are expected to get together and somehow make it work. And it's just not working anymore.
She literally explained why men are done with dating and why they're not finding men of value anymore. Lies. As the man rightly said, you talk too much. Shut up and take telling. But you see, she's trying to encourage men to be soft, as I said earlier, because she knows a man who's overly emotional will take her up on her baggage, will allow her to lead. Won't tell her to shut up, will allow her to wear the pants. She 100% just described what is wrong with dating and what feminists created.
Man, this is some bullshit.
And this is what men have to deal with on the dating market. This is why I encourage men to do what you gotta do to find a woman who was raised with a traditional mindset. Because how she was trying to gaslight masculine men. Oh, you're supposed to be able to be emotional. You're supposed to cry in public over any little thing. Am I saying that men shouldn't show emotions? Absolutely not. However, men show emotions how men show emotions. These feminists want men to show emotions like a woman. And then they want women to wear this pants to take over, to be able to say anything and not take telling. Men,
get to the chopper!
But it's your girl Chantel, y'all. Get triggered.
And that's the end.